Welcome Trinidad and Tobago to our News 4 report, a product of the Government Information Services Limited and the Ministry of Communications. I'm Nicola Barito. Let's take a look at the headlines. International resources requested to assist in the cleanup efforts along the southwestern peninsula. The Ministry of the People and Social Development continues its Christmas drive. And the Prime Minister calls on citizens to lend help to the poor this Christmas. Thank you for joining us. Energy Minister, the Honourable Kevin Ramnarine, says international resources have been requested to assist in the cleanup efforts along the southwestern peninsula following the widespread oil spill incident. He was speaking at the weekly Post Cabinet media briefing.
Foreign expertise are said to be on their way to Trinidad and Tobago to assist in the widespread cleanup of the oil spill in the southwestern peninsula of Trinidad. Oil spill cleanup activities have been ongoing along the coastal areas including Carrot Shed, Station Bay, Patience, Granville, Fullerton and Cedros beaches since last week. Following an assessment of the incident, the minister instructed that the National Oil Spill Contingency Plan, NOSCP, be activated to the Tier 3 level, the highest level. This means that resources from overseas are needed to address the incident. Energy and Energy Affairs Minister Kevin Ramnarine made the disclosure during the weekly post-cabinet meeting where he outlined Petrotrin and the ministry's collective strategic plan for containing the situation.
International resources that the Ministry of Energy caused to be mobilized into Trinidad and Tobago is in fact entering Trinidad and Tobago. As we speak, 2 cargo planes are on the tarmac at the Piarco International Airport, and 4 experts will be flying in, 2 from the United Kingdom and 2 from the United States during the course of the day, so that we would have the presence of members of the company Oil Spill Response Limited here in Trinidad and Tobago to assist Petrotrin and other government agencies in the cleanup.
In a space of a few days, 5 separate spills have occurred. The minister says assessment done by Trinity, which has stock at Rancho Quemado, has alerted suspicion as being caused by sabotage at that particular site.
In my talking to representatives of that company, they indicated to me that they were of the view that that was sabotage at Rancho Quemado, that the valves that were open could have only been opened using a specialized type of wrench. And that they have made a report to the police with regard to that particular spill. With regard to the other 4 incidents, it is still not, we are still uncertain as to the source of the oil and as to the actual, cause of the spill.
Equipment brought in are said to include booms and skimmers, which will prevent the spread of the spill further out sea. He anticipates that the aid provided will assist in reducing the time taken to ascertain the extent of the spill and mitigate damages to the environment and the effects on residents in the area.
The equipment, as we speak, the 2 cargo planes are on the tarmac, and as I finish here, I'll be headed to Piarco to have a look at that. They are bringing in what they call skimmers and booms, which are what they use. They put into the water to prevent the oil from moving beyond that point. That, of course, is coming on the cargo plane. The actual cost, I don't have a figure as to what that will cost Petrotrin at this point in time. I suppose cost is probably one of the lower priorities on the minds of people at the Ministry of Energy and Petrotrin, and the immediate priority being to remedy the problem.
Meanwhile, the minister says a committee comprising of representatives from the Institute of Marine Affairs, Minister of Water Resources and the Environment Ganga Singh, as well as a technical committee, will be set up to survey the cause of the incident and prevention of such occurrences in the future. He adds that the Energy Ministry remains in talks with National Security Minister Gary Griffith in putting in place stringent security measures in safeguarding storage facilities across the country. Kimberly Calawan, News 4.
When we come back, lots of Christmas cheer. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Ministry of the People and Social Development recently brought good cheer to the lives of citizens across Trinidad and Tobago. The drive, led by Minister the Honourable Glen Ramadar-Singh, will ensure that a number of families are able to celebrate Christmas with a level of peace of mind and comfort.
Christmas is undoubtedly a time of giving and bringing joy to the lives of your fellow countrymen. Even a simple smile or gesture can go a long way in brightening the day of those who you come in contact with. However, the Ministry of the People and Social Development is seeking to ensure that the cupboards of needy citizens are not bare during the Yuletide season, as dozens of hampers were distributed at the Cova Roystonia Community Centre. Minister of the People and Social Development, Dr. the Honourable Glen Ramadar-Singh, said the hamper distribution was the third of its kind.
Indeed, the first hamper distribution took place at the Presal Community Centre with the Prime Minister, among several MPs, where on that day, we were able to distribute 100 hampers to 41 MPs throughout Trinidad and Tobago. That's 4,100 of the most vulnerable families. And then, of course, we went to Tobago, where we gave hampers to the members of Parliament in Tobago.
Minister Ramadar-Singh said at Saturday's hamper distribution, the ministry sought to give hampers to NGOs and groups that have partnered with the ministry so that they could share in the exercise of assisting the poor and needy.
Today, several hundred were distributed, and we feel very pleased that communities throughout Trinidad and Tobago, the most needy families, have something for the Christmas. And we are very thankful for the staff of the Ministry of the People and Social Development who went beyond. My gratitude to them, those who were involved, the Army, who helped to protect the compound and ensure that there was no chaos, the People's Unit, the URP Social, and all the performers, entertainers, the suppliers of food. We have had a great year when it comes to distributing food support for the needy and vulnerable in society.
Even as many give up themselves unconditionally during the Christmas season, the Ministry of the People and Social Development has proven time and time again that charity is a year-long exercise. Nikolai Edwards, News 4.
And hundreds of children got treated to some toys and sweets this Christmas as MP for Cova North, Ramona Ramdial, held her annual Christmas gathering in her constituency. The MP took the opportunity to thank those in her area for the support all throughout the year.
Cova North MP Ramona Ramdial held her 4th annual Christmas treat for children in her district. Kids came out in their numbers to enjoy a day of activities filled with fun and laughter. In welcoming those to the event, the MP thanked constituents for the support and reflected on a year gone by.
But Christmas is a time of joy, it's a time of renewal, it's a time for rebirth, and it's a time to reflect and see all that we have achieved for the past year.
She also took the opportunity to remind citizens of their freedoms to share their views and make known their needs to their Parliament representatives as something they can be grateful for this season.
And I want to say that Trinidadians on the whole, or Trinbagonians, we are a very proactive people. And of course, we are also a very joyous bunch. We like to enjoy ourselves. And therefore, I want to say that we are very blessed to be living in a country like Trinidad and Tobago, where our democracy is at its best, and where, of course, we are able to engage our leaders and give advice and say what it is that you as a people need on the ground.
Children attending the event were treated to face painting, cotton candy, and popular children entertainers JJ and Friends. But it was Santa who arrived in a flaming red fire truck, lighting up the show with toys galore in his sack to give away to all the boys and girls. Kimberly Calawan, News 4.
Well, it seems as though Couva is in the Christmas spotlight this year, as the children of Couva and environs were exposed to the true meaning of Christmas, as one company in the area chose to give back, and the charity certainly began at home.
Corporate social responsibility goes a long way in touching the lives and helping persons across the country. It is a way of giving back to the community, and what better time to do this than during the Christmas season? On Tuesday and Wednesday, Super Industrial Services Limited ventured across Couva to spread Christmas cheer to children 12 years and under. The annual Christmas Toy Drive seeks to develop and maintain healthy relationships with the communities in which the company exists by providing some extra Christmas cheer to the children there. From as early as 9 a.m. on both days, the drive kicked off as truckloads of toys and goodies made its way to areas such as Phoenix Park, California, Cali Bay Road and Orange Valley and Union, where over 1,000 gifts and snack bags were distributed on each day. The sight of Santa and his helpers, Elmo, Shrek, SpongeBob, Mickey and Minnie Mouse sparked excitement among the young ones. There were even a number of special guests, including soca queen Denise Belfon.
We having a wonderful time with the children in the California, Couva area. And we have, I'm overwhelmed. I'm just having a wonderful day today. We've been out since about 9 o'clock this morning. It's after lunch and we just going. We're giving toys to the children from all the areas. Denise Balfour, love you. Thank you very much for the opportunity, SIS. And Merry Christmas to everybody. Love you.
Even members of the management of the Central Football Club were on hand to assist in the distribution and relished in the moment.
We've had a tremendous day of giving to the kids. The joy, the feeling of the kids has been really well received. We've been to California, we went up to Perseverance. The kind of emotion that we see from the kids, the joy we have brought for them for Christmas has been excellent. It's a great initiative by SIS and of course Central Football Team has brought together all of this. We have all the cartoon characters. We've made this a really nice day for the kids. And we can't wait to do this again next year to bring that joy for the kids and them again. Terrific day.
All the employees from SIS who participated in the 2 days of activities walked away feeling a sense of humility and accomplishment with the memories of the children's laughter and smiles to take them through the year. A total of 3,000 gifts and snack bags were given out over the 2 days and affected the lives of thousands more. Nikolai Edwards, News 4.
Sport is up right after the break. Stay with us. During a 10-day visit, the Lipscomb University men's football team of Nashville, Tennessee, partnered with the Morvar Life Sport program in community projects which assisted residents of Never Dirty Morvar. The work on houses and access paths was much appreciated by the people of Morvar, but football was also heavy on the American schedule. Wayne Cunningham has more.
Coach Charles Morrow and his Lipscomb University team was busy in Morvar earlier this week, paving footpaths and repairing houses, but they were also busy on the field.
The first day, we played the women's full team plus a select few of men that played with them. The second day, we played the U17 national team. The third day, we played the U20 national team. The fourth day, we rested. And then today, we'll play the Alcons. That's right.
Well, tell us to know, what do you think about the standard of football in Trinidad and Tobago in regards to those U20s and the U17s?
Oh, it's unbelievable. And this is not my first time to Trinidad. The reason for coming back this time was we first recruited a couple of young men to come play for us, TJ Williams and Kezi Laura. And then we also, as I was a youth player and working camps in America, got to know Anton Cornel and Bertil Sinclair and some of the fine coaches here in Trinidad. So that was my first exposure to it. And their knowledge of the game the players that they have here, but just also who they are as men, made a perfect partnership for us to come to do this project.
So we'll be seeing more Trinidad and Tobago players and probably on some scholarships.
Absolutely. We talked with a couple of young men from the U20s just the other night after we played, and we're very interested in bringing them to the States, and look forward to a long-term relationship with the Federation and the people here of Trinidad and Tobago.
Wayne Cunningham, News 4 Sports.
News 4 continues right after the break. Stay with us.
Never leave items like MP3 players, portable DVD players, laptops and briefcases on view inside your vehicle. It is an open invitation for a thief. Don't leave them on show. If you cannot take them with you, place them in the trunk of your car. Remember, crime prevention is everyone's business. A message from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service.
Commit to always doing the right thing because it is the right thing to do, regardless of the consequences. Ignore the potential rewards of doing otherwise. It is honor in leadership that will inspire confidence in our people and result in the stability of our nation. Remember to do the right thing always. A message from the Integrity Commission of Trinidad and Tobago.
It's not always about how fast we can get there. Sometimes what's more important is how much we can achieve, how high we can climb, or how far we can go. And though our destinations may differ, we are all bound by a common element. We are all interested in going further, in being better. And as we strive to achieve even higher standards than the ones we've already set, it is important to recognize that we are the sole determinant of our own success. That all we need is already here, at home. That world class and our class are one and the same. That we are the sole supplier of what drives us. Responsible for fueling our own desires, we are the ones that lift ourselves. How far we go is up to us. NP. For all life's journeys.
Noise can have serious effects on babies, the elderly, at-risk patients, and pets. It can cause migraines, irritability, hearing loss, and sleep deprivation. Remember, music is our culture. Noise is not. To find out more, call the EMA or visit ema.co.tt.
Prime Minister the Honourable Kamla Persad-Bissessar called on citizens to see humanity inside of each other and lend help to the poor this Christmas. The stirring words were just some of the sentiments she shared in her annual message to the nation on the occasion.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar is urging citizens to embody humanity this Christmas. In her message, she says Christmas is a time of sharing with those who have little or nothing to spread joy, peace and happiness in what she calls a world so fragmented and in need of healing and reconciliation. She says it is important for us to refocus, reevaluate and to redirect our thoughts on the Christ child and the message he embodied, peace to all people of goodwill. The PM says all too often we get caught up in the busyness of the Christmas season and forget what it is really about. We get overly concerned about the curtains, the food and the gifts that we lose sight of the most important thing, the birth of Jesus and what it means for all of us. In referring to the true meaning of Christmas, she noted that this beautiful event becomes lost in a revelry, succumbing to the overindulgence and compromised by consumerism and base tendencies, all anathema to the real and true spirit of the holy season. She says each and every one of us has that responsibility. Each of us has a divine calling to make this world a better place and to live in peace and harmony with one another, regardless of ethnicity, color, religion, gender, or social background. This is our shared human mandate and our urgent responsibility. The PM urged citizens to reach out to those who are hurting and start by giving to those in need through sharing groceries and toys for the children, even spending time with the elderly in homes for the aged, and comforting those who have recently lost loved ones, and bringing smiles to those in need of cheer, the same way Jesus walked on the earth and served the people. She says Christmas provides us with the opportunity to bring out the best in ourselves and to give meaning and action to the message of Christ today and every day by the way we live and by the way we treat one another. Faith makes all things possible, hope makes all things work, and love makes all things truly beautiful. In her prayer, she expressed hope that the light of understanding will abide in every human heart and unite all people of goodwill in faith and hope, and the true meaning of Christmas continue to guide us all in our future ways. In closing, she wished the nation a happy and holy Christmas and a truly bright and prosperous New Year, as well as God's blessings upon the nation. Kimberly Calawan, News 4.
Well, that's how we wrap up this edition of our News 4 report, a product of the Government Information Services Limited and the Ministry of Communications. On behalf of the entire news team and all of us here at GISL, here's to a happy, holy Christmas. I'm Nicola Barito. Thank you for joining us.